Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet these mini washcloths. They're a good size, but they are smaller than a standard washcloth. I have included information in the description below, a link to the written pattern, the measurements of the finished product. But for this pattern, I'm going to be using a 5mm crochet hook and Lilly Sugar and Cream cotton yarn. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So as I mentioned, I'm using a 5mm crochet hook here. I mentioned it a couple of times. I know sometimes it gets missed, but I have included information in the description below regarding the materials as well. Let's get our starting loop onto our hook. We're going to start by doing a chain of 6. So yarn over, pull through the loop. Yarn over, pull through. We're going to do that until we get to a total of 6 chains worked. And we're going to do a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. Yarn over, push your hook through the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through the last 2 loops. And we're going to repeat that into each of the next 2 chain spaces remaining in this row. So those 3 chains that we skipped over to begin working in the 4th chain, that will count as a double crochet stitch, okay? So we have basically right now our first little cluster here, we've got 4 double crochets. All right, so we're going to turn our work and chain 6 again to start row 2. Okay, so again, once we get to 6 chains worked for the beginning of row 2, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to begin with a double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And then we're going to work a double crochet into each of the 2 remaining chains. Don't worry about if that little first cluster you did keeps twisting. You'll notice it definitely keeps happening. For me, it's a little bit tricky getting this started, but once you get going, it's all good. Okay, and one more double crochet in that last chain of our chain 6. And now we're going to slip stitch around that last post of this cluster from the previous row. Sorry, I just need to get a little bit more yarn there. Okay, so we're going to go right around that last post. So push your hook in between those last 2 posts. So you're working around the last one, yarn over, and pull right through the loop on your hook to complete a slip stitch. Now we're going to make a chain 3, which will count as a double crochet. And we're going to work 3 double crochets around this same post that we just slip stitched around. 2 and 3. Okay, so you can see what's happening here. Each row is growing. So we had 1 square in our first row, 2 in our next. We're going to turn our work and begin the next row with a chain 6. And we're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from our hook. 1 double crochet into each of the following 2 chains. And we're going to slip stitch around the last post of this first cluster that we've come to here from the previous row. So slip stitch around that last post, chain 3, and work 3 double crochets around the same post. Okay, and now we're going to slip stitch around the last post of the next cluster from the last row. Chain 3 and work 3 double crochets around that same post. And that will finish row number 3. We're going to move on to row number 4. And you can see each row will have as many squares as what you're on. So 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to move on to row 4. And you'll notice that after the end of row 4, you will have 4 squares. So turn your work and chain 6, double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. And then double crochet into each of those next 2 chain spaces. It might have got a little bit twisted. You might notice that sometimes. Just twist it back to have a look where that chain is. You want to make sure that you're getting it in that last chain of the chain 6. Work your double crochet. And we're going to slip stitch around the post, the last post of the first square cluster from our previous row. Work your slip stitch, chain 3, and work 3 double crochets around the same post. We're going to slip stitch around the last post of the next square cluster, chain 3, and work 3 double crochets around that same post. Okay, you can really see it starting to take shape there. We're going to finish off the row with a slip stitch around that last post of the last square cluster, chain 3, and work 3 double crochets around that same post. This is how your work should be looking so far. We're going to do one more row of increasing our washcloth, and then I'm going to be showing you how we're going to get to the corners, because as you can see, we're only got one corner done. So let's turn our work in chain 6 to begin row number 5, and double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. And double crochet into each of the 2 remaining chains in this chain 6. And we're going to go ahead and just work this row the same way that we have been so far. So slip stitch around that post and chain 3, work 3 double crochets around the same post. Slip stitch around that next post, chain 3, and double crochet 3 times around the same post. And again, slip stitch around the post, chain 3, double crochet 3 times around that post. And one more time to finish off row number 5, slip stitch around the very last post, chain 3, double crochet 3 times around that same post. Okay, so now we have finished our increasing. We are going to make our second corner. We're going to turn our work and begin this row the same way as the others with a chain 6. Double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook, and double crochet into each of the next 2 chains. We're going to work our way down the row the same way that we have been. So we're going to slip stitch around the last post of the first square cluster from the previous row, chain 3, work our 3 double crochets around that same post. And we're going to be doing this all the way down. It's the very last one that is going to be a little bit different so that we can create our corner. So you'll just continue on working around the last post of each of the square clusters from the previous row, which was row 5. Right now we're working on row number 6. And we're almost at the end, so this is our second last one. We're going to do our chain 3, double crochet 3 times around that post. Now for the last square, it's going to be a little different. So we're going to slip stitch around that last post. Okay, I'm going to show you really quickly to give you a view. So we've got one corner here. We're about to work on our second and make our way to our third and fourth. Okay, so we want to stop here, make it turn, and still have the other side straightened out, and we will get to that corner as well. So we're going to slip stitch around that last post, and we're going to turn our work, and we're going to slip stitch into each of the first 3 stitches. And now we will slip stitch around this post. Okay, so you can see here where we've now made that second corner. Now we're going to chain 3 and double crochet 3 times around that same post. Slip stitch around the last post of the next square cluster, chain 3, double crochet 3 times around the same post. And slip stitch around the last post of the next square cluster and double crochet 3 times around that same post. Slip stitch around the last post of the next square cluster, chain 3, double crochet 3 times around that same post. And now we're going to do corner 3 by slip stitching around the last post, turn our work, and slip stitch into each of the first 3 stitches of our next row. We're going to slip stitch around that the first post here, chain 3, and double crochet 3 times around the same post. Slip stitch around the last post of the next square cluster, chain 3, double crochet 3 times around that same post. And repeat again for the next post in our row here. And on the last post, we're going to slip stitch and turn our work. We're going to work 1 slip stitch into each of the first 3 stitches of this next row. And we're going to slip stitch around the post, chain 3, and work 3 double crochets around the same post. Right now we are closing the opening to create corner number 4. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch around this next post, the last one of the square cluster from the previous row, chain 3, double crochet 3 times around the same post. And we're going to slip stitch around the very last post of our row, turn our work, slip stitch into each of the first 3 stitches of the next row. Slip stitch around the first post, and you can see here we're closing it up. This is our last square. We're going to chain 3, double crochet 3 times around the same post, 2 and 3, and we're going to slip stitch around the last post, turn our work, and we are going to slip stitch into each of the first 3 stitches here because we want to have a nice clean edge. So we want to end off right in the very corner. So once you finish those slip stitches, we are still going to slip stitch around that last post, and we're going to fasten off. So you can see your washcloth is completed. Pull up a little bit of that tail end there, fasten it off, and you're going to get your tapestry needle to weave in your tail ends. I'll show you how I do mine. So I'm just going to thread my tapestry needle and just weaving the tail end in and out of a couple of stitches just to hide and secure. And it doesn't have to be too many, just a few, just to make sure that it is nicely hidden and it's not going to be poking out of the corner there, looking incomplete. And it also does secure your work a little bit better. I'll probably just go through a couple more stitches here, following along with the direction of that little curve, and grab my scissors, and I'm just going to fasten it right down, and that's it. I'm going to do the same thing with the other tail end. And there you go, you're finished. I hope that you've enjoyed this pattern. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and go ahead and make a whole set of them. Makes a great gift, and it's also definitely going to be a top seller if you do craft shows. Makes great teacher gifts and housewarming gifts too.